Want to braid like a Viking? I can show you how. This is the Skjoldehamn belt. It was found in 1936 by a farmer by accident when he uncovered a bog grave. The grave is dated at 1050 CE, which was the end of the Viking period and the beginning of the medieval period. This 12-stranded braid is actually pretty easy to do, and I can't wait to show you. Let's go. I have 12 different strands. I've broken them up into 6 yellow and 6 white. The different colors are easier when you're first starting this braid to be able to not get lost and to help you make it just an easier process all around. The original belt was in one color, but again, it makes a fun pattern and it also makes it easier when you're first starting out. So you're going to start off with your right hand side and you're going to go over 3 and under 2. And the left hand side is going to be over 4 and under 2. Right hand side, over 3, 1, 2, 3, and under 2, 1, 2. And then left hand side is over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and under 2. And that is all you're going to do. You're just going to go over 3, under 2. If you need to walk away from your project, make sure you tie at least one side off because then you won't lose your whole braid. I like to tie both sides off. If you walk away or you need to jump up for some reason and you can't figure out where you were, you're going to look for the 2 middle ones that go over. So on this side, it's going to be these 2 are going over your right side, which means you need to start on the left side. Whichever side they're going over, you're going to go on that side. So it'd be over 4, under 3. It seems like you would do the opposite, but that's just the way it is. Go over 3, under 2, and you've got started over again. And that's it.
If you're braiding your Skjoldehamn belt and you want to create a little loop, what I like to do is wait until the 2 different colors are separated on each side. Although if you're doing one color belt, don't worry about this. And then I am going to take and make it into a 6-stranded braid on each side. Which means I'll take the farthest to the right and then go over 2. And then I'll take the farthest of the left and go over 3. And go over 2, over 3. Making sure not to twist anything, over 2, over 3. Then you'll just continue this pattern on both sides, making sure that as you're braiding, you count how many times you're doing it, or you can just count the sort of V's once you're done, and so that way both sides are even. This works as creating like a buttonhole or a loop if you want to be able to fish your braid through that loop. Or you can also make it so it's a dog lead and you have a loop for your hand. I will say that this is not a traditional pattern at all for the Skjoldehamn belt. This is just something I came up with because I wanted to create my Skjoldehamn belt into a dog leash and I needed to have a loop for it. Once you have both sides finished, then you're going to just restart up your 12-stranded braid. So you're going to go take the far right of your white side and you'll go over 3 and under 2. Then you'll go over to your left side, you'll go over 4, under 2. But also be careful here because you don't want the things to lay funny. And I know this side was going to be a little hard. So over 3, under 2, over 4, making sure not to twist anything, under 2. At this point, you could grab a clip and put it right there and hold it together. That might make things easier. I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to go over 3, under 2. And I'm just going to keep braiding until I've switched sides. So gone one full round again. So over 4, under 2. That way I can have everything fully locked into place. Okay, so now I have just one of each color on each side. I'm going to finish that. And then you've got an entire round of braiding. And that means that your loops will really not go anywhere. And at this point, you can pull on them, you can tug on them. They're just not going to go anywhere. At this point, you can stop what you're doing or you can keep going. I've decided I'm going to stop here and I'm going to put some tassels on the end.
Hi friends, you have braided your Skjoldehamn belt. Now is the time for the tassels. Aren't these so fantastic? This is a small version of the tassels because the actual Skjoldehamn belts looked like this. It had extremely long tassels and it was fantastic. But I don't know that those tassels are necessarily that relevant today. Although tassels always are relevant, aren't they? So I'm making a short version of these tassels so that way I can put it on my very fancy dog leash. Because what dog doesn't need tassels on their leash? I think mine definitely does. Let's go.
To start your tassels, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need embroidery floss, some scissors, and of course your belt. Next, measure out your embroidery floss and loop it over so it's doubled on itself and you have a loop at the top. Take your first main color and push it through the loops of the braid and then loop it on itself, creating a knot. Now you're going to do the same with the other colors, making sure to loop them through, pushing them up out of the way so you don't loop on top of them. Pick out your main color, pushing your other threads down with your belt yarn, and then you're going to wrap around all of that. The first little bit is hard and is a bit finicky, so just keep hold of it with your thumb if you can, and just give yourself some grace. Once you get going, just keep wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. When you're ready to change colors, you're going to take the new color and you're going to lift it up above the old color. So the red's going to go up and the yellow is going to go down. Then you're going to hold the yellow with your thumb and you're going to wrap the red around and around twice. That will lock that color into place and then you're good to go. As you get close to the end of the tassel, you can just clip off the colors that you no longer need. You want to grab a loop of some kind of strong string, in this case embroidery floss. If you're doing wool, choose something that's cotton or linen or something really tough. And then you're going to wrap like you normally do to finish your tassel. You keep wrapping around it. When you've gotten to the very end, you're going to take your embroidery floss and pull it through that loop that you created. In case the red going through the green loop, pull it through and carefully hold it with your thumb until the loop is tightened down. I quick cut this off because it's too much thread. And then I'm going to pull through, and I'm going to pull pretty tightly here. This is why you need to have a strong thread, otherwise it's going to break on you. Trim off the ends, clean it up a little bit, cut the end of your braid rope, and you have a finished tassel. Congratulations! Another way to end the belt is to wrap the top of it. Now, as far as I know, this is not a traditional way of finishing this type of belt, but I like it because it gives it a bit of a cleaner transition and just kind of a cleaner look. Just like with making the tassels, you create a loop, you loop it through a little bit of the braid, and then you start wrapping and wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. It does go through quite a bit of embroidery floss or yarn, so just expect that, but the end result is quite nice. It does take a while to do this, so just expect to sit and breathe and enjoy the company of nature while you wrap and 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 wrap some more. I'm finally almost done wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. Make sure you're holding this fairly tight. You want it to be a tight twist around the braid and the top of the tassels. Also, make sure that as you're going around there, you're checking both sides so you don't have any of the braid poking out from the bottom. Add in your loop of strong string or twine that you'll pull through your end when you're done, and then just keep wrapping around it for a few more times at least until you're almost done. And then what you'll do is you'll take the end of your working yarn, pull it through that little loop, hold on to it, and then pull through all the way. and that's created a nice knot, and it will be secure up into your wrap. And you're done. Enjoy your top tassel finish. Happy braiding, happy tassel making.